Gotta love that starting music. Alright, we're back to Enter the Gungeon, and today we are playing the Hunter. I think I've mistitled the video already as the Huntress, but let's not worry about that. We have some hegemony credits to spend that it seems that we didn't fritter away last time around, so let's quickly buy, anything, whatever's around. I think this store will restock now that I've purchased everything. Nope. I do not remember the store restocking rules. Alright. Let's get my output volume up a little high. I'll just turn this down a few pegs. Okay, that's better for me. Alright. I haven't unlocked anything else to actually spend hegemony credits on. There are some other little hub areas that will appear here later. For now, I suppose we'll be off. The Huntress has some distinct advantages. I actually believe that she is the best character of your starting available characters. You begin with kind of a 6-shooter, much the same as the convict having a revolver. And there's not much special about it. It's, basic weapon. But you also have a crossbow. Highly accurate, single shot per reload, quite dangerous to your enemy bullets. More importantly, you have a dog. You get a doggo. It's the best character. It's pretty clear. You can see the presence of the dog is reflected by a tennis ball. Now this is not an attack dog. He's not going to be jumping on enemies for us. This little cute butt guy is going to be periodically digging up extra items for us. Items make runs happen. It's going to increase our success quite a lot. Now our clear speed through rooms is still a factor. And that's where the fact that we have a crossbow is going to come in handy. Crossbow dispatches basic bullets in about a single shot and deals with most of the shotgun shells in 2 shots. So it's going to be a bread and butter tool for much of the first floor. Precision. We're up against enemies that require a lot of density of fire to take out. We're not going to bother to use our bolts on them. Flip back. Oh, got a mage here. I missed him. Let's get well and clear out of the way. Take care of that. Where's that mage? Alright. Oh, fairly accurate. You still need to click on the enemy correctly. I got my shot intercepted by some random books or something there. This room is so cluttered. I'm not familiar with this room layout. There we go. Okay, that's a pretty slow cleaning. You'll need to be an enemy of a higher caliber to get the better of me. But we're going to open this straight away. What have we here? It's the Zor gun. Don't push the red button. Looks like if we fire everything out of this magazine, we'll be left with just the red button. Worrying. We'll use it on the boss. Hopefully we won't hurt ourselves. Whoops. Reloads very quickly. Shoots those kind of weird oblong bullets. Just gonna walk around, take care of these distractions first. Now I dodge that. Take care of you. Miss that. And you're gone. Alright. Handled. I'm a little tired this afternoon. Hopefully it's not slowing me down. Though, just going to be projecting some low energy a while. Chill vibes, perhaps. Got a shop here. Proximity mines. That's basically the exact look of proximity mines from GoldenEye. Nice. Still a little bit of house cleaning. Those. Alright. Is there a water barrel anywhere? Not seen one. Alright. And I already used a key, so I'm not likely to make it to the oubliette. It's a secret area that I've mentioned the last couple of games. Making it to the oubliette requires that you put out the fire in that large kind of trophy room and use 2 keys. This here's a water barrel. I could theoretically roll it all the way over there through about 3 rooms to get that taken care of, get that secret location unlocked. It's nice because it's basically a bonus floor, and that means it's a this entire extra opportunity for treasure. The boss there is also always the same, and he's not that hard to deal with. Not very challenging patterns from the Red Book. There is a little bit of drift in the crossbow sometimes. It's very irregular. We'll see about opening that maybe later. Boss fight time. Let's see what the Zor gun can do for us. We're up against the Gatling Gull. After a quick drink. I think there's a way of skipping these scenes, but I don't know. It's not by clicking. No, it's not spacebar. Enter. No. Escape. Doesn't seem so. Open fire. Whoop. Anything around there? That's fine. Be my guest. I'm not sure if the red button is a good thing or a bad thing. We've got a little bit of accuracy fall off. Ooh. Just blank there. Fast reload speed makes me think I'm not supposed to allow this gun to be fully expended. I'm going to keep operating on that assumption for a bit. Oof, using that extra blank. Alright, we ran that a little by the wire using all 3 blanks. But, you know, you should have the response to use them. That's what's most important. Better to earn the master round and be short on a few blanks. We've got plenty of shells, but I think we'd like to get the prime primer rather than getting this key and opening the chest. Since we're not going to be collecting the chest, I'm just going to go ahead and break it. Pick up some junk. Alright, we've not acquired a junk knight. This is okay. Just teleport over here to the exit door and proceed. Haven't found any ammunition yet. We're going to keep using the crossbow until it runs out of ammunition. 30 more shots. Good if I stopped hitting random obstacles. Those eyeball fellows are explosive. I need to keep that in mind. Ah, balloon. Just going to take him out with the rusty sidearm. Whoop. I was trying to control his spacing there so he wouldn't cover the entire room with that slash. Didn't work out. Just going to run that guy down. Find our way to the shop pretty soon. I'm going to step in here just to activate the teleporter. And step in here just because I want that bit of map completion. It feels strange if I haven't done that. Forgot that those bounce. Whoa. That's a pattern that belongs to a slime type in the Forge. The 20-sided slime just uses a random attack, but the random attack does come from a slime-oriented enemy elsewhere in the Gungeon. Okay, if I could just hit that explosive barrel... There we go. Okay. That's a good amount of damage to start with. It's still going to take me about 4 crossbow bolts if I want to take him out. Alright, we've got the delivery. That'll put that in the first chamber for our next run. That's a very tempting chest. Blue chest, quite good. We will see about that. Not the rush. Let's take that out. Moving along. That's out. I'm going to use the Skull Splitter a while. Actually, we can go right back to the crossbow. 20 shots. I'm uncertain if 20% is the standard for that weapon, or that may be the case. Let's take that out so I can keep control. Alright. Did not want to get knocked around by a rubber bullet. Get into a lot of trouble in these areas without a floor. I actually think those were electric bullets rather than simple rubber bullets. So we would have taken damage as well. Still not quite enough for the Prime Primer. Though this blue chest would be the better of the two that I can see. Open that up. That looks like I think that's a red dot sight. Yep. Laser sight. Has synergy with the Zorgun, achieving particle flow. Seems more accurate, though I can't tell exactly what the benefit is. Better is better. Synergy has gotten us very far. The laser sight is quite nice with a highly precise weapon like this. Those glowing blue shells that shoot themselves at us, if they don't collide with anything, they will refire. So we want to put our back to the wall whenever we face one. And they can redirect like that about 3 times. We have to play carefully until we get more ammo. We could switch to the Skull Splitter, but I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not feeling too good about using that. Actually, no, it's very ideal for this room. With that carry through, it's very good at a lot of basic enemies. Okay. If 2 shots of it, yep, 2 shots of it will kill a basic bullet or anything with the same health. 5 shots? 6. Okay, 6 shots to kill a blue shell. I think blue shells have slightly more health than red shells as well. Definitely took more crossbow bolts. I wonder if there's some item or pickup that shows me the health of an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't want to go guns blazing, as much as it may be tempting. Here we have... Charge Shot. This is a very good gun. I'm a fan. Get ourselves the Prime Primer, and we'll proceed to the boss. We have a synergy on the Zorgun, and it's pretty good at anti-boss DPS anyway, so we're going to use this. we face the Beholster. The Beholster is largely a dodge challenge, and to a lesser extent, there's some ad management. He's going to fire these missiles at us. You can, oh, I see, I get a grenade on the last shot of the clip. That's good. Whoa! We're not winning the dodge challenge here. This is the dodge challenge I'd mentioned. These missiles that are coming in, you can also shoot them down. Yeah, I'm remembering only now that it's very important to keep the behold. Oh, I see. The laser sight is giving me homing shots of this. Perfectly correcting homing shots. That's very nice. I'm going to refill the ammo for this gun. Slower enemy bullets could be useful. Alright. Little else here to do. We didn't get any heart drops to cash in on. And unfortunately, we didn't get the Master Shell. Proceeding on, we're going to be using the charge shot as our bread and butter. It should very quickly dispatch enemies. Let us reduce the amount of stuff we have to keep track of when we walk in the room. Gone. Oh, it also bounces. Naughty. It will fly straight back through, possibly take care of a particularly tough enemy. Theoretically, I can also corner angle it. That'd be a pro move. Because it bounces, it's most effective on enemies who have their back to a wall. If you have a charge shot that you don't want to expend, switch the weapon. You won't have to fire the shot. And that sets us up nicely for quick swap. Let's trigger some explosives. Let's get rid of him. Get rid of that. The mine is full of a lot of low-health, dangerous enemies. Enemies in later floors do have slightly more HP. You'll notice that these basic bullets are no longer being one-shot by the crossbow. That's a bummer. Even though I had a table up for the mage, I still gave a lot of berth to those shots, because those shots from the mage can kind of spin around as they go. These guys are kind of quest givers that give you further unlocks, so we'll definitely want to get them out of that cell. Uh-oh, I hate this room layout. Yeah, that autocannon will fire at us pretty actively as it spins around that track, and there are two of them. So we gotta manage a lot of bullets here. Alright, I'm gonna go for the charge shot. Try and see if I can use the bounces to get a blind kill on that enemy up there. Seems I didn't. Okay. Whoa. Alright, so it's bounced all the way over there. Got it. Hear the death rattle. Okay, we've got more spawns. Lining up the shot. This room is just all about constant pressure. Oh, accidentally, we got too relieved and set ourselves on fire. That's a problem normal people have. I think we've got some damage fall off on the Pierce. Ah, good doggo. Got an option on cigarettes. We'll take them. If we can manage to get our health back in a good state, this will give us a lot of bang for our buck. Oh, other variant. That was close. Ah, no. That refilled us for about half the ammo of the charge shot. So then the partial ammo refill must be pretty much a flat 20 for all guns. I believe we need to aim for the shadowy part. I'm not sure if we need to kill both or how exactly the displacer boost works. Stop running at me! Huh, treasure chest. Nice. And a flare gun. The flare gun is decidedly not awful. It sets things on fire. Can't remember how often. I don't know if it's a chance or always. Haven't used it in a long time. I'm not going to set it down. Not going to set down the charge shot for the sake of it. That was nice. And more ammo. Alright. How are we doing on the Zorga? Oh, it's full? Oh, excuse me. My, this is an unusual problem. Alright, well, we keep going. 14 shots is 14 shots. We cannot leave ammo behind to pick it up later. The Gungeon rat will just come by and grab it. Yeah, clearing rooms in 2 shots. That's pretty good. Not a fan of that new attack pattern they gave to Executioners with that kind of chain of shots. It's nasty. They used to be pushovers. We've got here the pulse cannon, alright? Fond memories of our first streamed run with the Marine. Pulse cannon did some good work then, but Marines got better time with shotguns. Another key, looking good. Looking good. I remembered something from a bit ago, and this relates to the use of the cigarettes. Your rating for whether or not... Oh my. Your drop chance. It's not called luck, it's called coolness. So any items that make you cool are also increasing your drop rate and your luck stat effectively. Part of what's funny about this is that this applies not only to things like sunglasses. I'm pretty sure there's an item in the game that's like Ray-Bans or something that give you more coolness rating, but also applies to things like the Frozen Heart or other ice-themed items that make us cooler. I love this game. Just gonna take you out. Line them up. And they are dispatched. Oh. Not good. Yeah, we definitely have some diminished damage per target pierced through. It's kind of eminently fair. We've been getting a lot of keys, so keep rolling on that. I forget what this is. Fortune's Favor. I'm gonna stick with the cigarettes. I think Fortune's Favor is about rigging something related to RNG, like a slots thing, or it's I don't think it's a time stopper item, that's something else. What else do we have? Okay, just a random bolt. And he's gone. And we'll just take those, hit both of those and trigger the explosion. Nice and tidy. Okay, we haven't found the cell key to get this other person out, So it must be dropped by the boss. I believe that is a possibility. Let's see. And if the boss drops some hearts, then we'll, start smoking. It's never too late to start a habit. We're up against the Mind Flayer. And from what we've learned of the Zorgun, we can entirely focus on dodging. So we're just going to try and not get trapped by any claymores. Claymores are going to trap us. Ah, took a hit there. No master round for us. We're doing pretty well, too. It's a little hard to read that attack right. That particular attack always has... It's kind of bi-directional, and if you suss out the directions that it's not going, you can just stand there and the attack becomes basically, just doesn't do anything. Okay, took another hit. That's too bad. Now we need to get him in sight to shoot him. That instantly transformed him because we pierced through to hit the real one. And now he's down for the count. Okay, a little messy. The Void Shotgun. I remember this is just an absurdly powerful shotgun. Like, it's a kind of benefit that's easy to overlook or not understand. It just does a lot of damage. We have a Frightful and the Grey Mauser. Alright, if memory serves, working with some of their quests unlocks some quite powerful guns like the Winchester, so on and so forth. Oddly enough, some of the most powerful guns in the game are the non-goofy ones. They're all very good for their rarity. Any gun that is a real-life gun. So, I think a question to ask now. Are we able to buy any hearts here? Yeah, we can buy half a heart. So, we're going to go with a couple cigarettes, buy a half a heart, because buying coolness rating is pretty effective, mostly because we have far and away enough guns to do what we need. We have enough guns to fight the High Dragon, certainly. Alright, I'm going to try using the Void Gun for a while. It does have very short range, but packs a big punch. Very good for clearing out some standard foes. For a shotgun, it's got a naturally very tight spread. Stores 4 shells. Trap room, gonna move past that for now. We'll see if we have to come back to it later. Freeze on him. If we happen to get some hearts dug up by our little Poochie, that's a good way of maximizing the cigarettes. Of course, we're just going to take a bunch of damage, then there's really no helping that. Yeah. Figured there was another one. Yeah, 2 quick taps, the shotgun takes most things out. Oh, right, part of the reason we're getting this tight spread is the laser sight. We've got a laser-sighted shotgun. Which, brilliant idea. We want to get rid of this guy before he starts summoning junk. Get rid of that guy before he fires twice. Oh my. Alright, we're getting back in the swing. Had to remember what it was like to not kill things from the other side of the room. Don't you disappear, I know you're special. Okay. Got a little something. I do like the void shotgun. Also gives us a lot of distance on enemies. If we take out that king, we have to be very quick about getting his summon gone, if he's able to call it out. Genie's immobile while he has his summon head out. Alright. Used a lot of shots running down that king. Got rid of him before he spawned his minion. And we're performing well enough, and we have enough coolness to get extra armor. Very nice. Take you out. Homing detonating shots. I thought that could be shot down. I was wrong. That's another case of something that's easier to deal with if you put your back to the wall. I'm going to switch over to the Skull Splitter for a bit. Been seeing rooms with a lot of enemies. And they're they're pretty far away and spread out. With the homing of this, we can kill them from off screen. Should help. Should help. What do we have over here? Missed a spot. Gotta get this Gungeon cleaned out. Wait, he turned gold? Oh, he's doing everything! He rolled a 20. They can crit. I want that. Health and ammo. Refill the Zorgun. I have been liking the little rocket finish. Whoa. Take him out before any zombies show up. We can kind of take him out around the corner. That's nice. Alright. We have a t-shirt cannon, an RPG, and some access to armor. And over here, I have the little... Oh, that's right. This guy you can sell things to. I just have to remember how to drop guns. I'm not liable to use the flare gun. I think it's E? No, it's not E to drop things. Is it F? Yes, you hold F to drop things. And he can give you a few shells in exchange. I'm just gonna kind of quickly demonstrate that before going kind of right back to it. Although, we have armor, smoke a little. And we'll just rebuy that. We could have just bought more armor on top of it and smoked later, but smoking proactively is our optimal way of handling this. We want to have the luck as soon as we can. I rolled right into that. That's painful. Kill that one from all the way over here. It's one of those kind of screaming cursed skull things. Yep, there it goes. We get some more health. We want to try and line this up so that we're firing on groups as often as possible without putting ourselves in extreme danger. It is definitely putting us in a little danger, taking the extra time to line up enemies like that. please just not exist. Okay, pulse cannon dealt with that. I'm gonna get myself out of a tight spot. Alright. I already found the other chest here. It's also green. AC 15. Armor class non-zero. Huh. Alright. Very slow reload speed. Very large magazine. Lots of shots. Probably pretty efficient damage. For the boss fight, though, we'll still be using the Zorgun, as we've been. Ah, we're up against the Kill Pillars. If we have anything with a better area of effect, that would be good here. The piercing of both the Charge Shot and the Skull Spitter are pretty good options here. Our Skull Spitter is basically spent. We don't really have another gun that pierces, so... Oh my, we've taken 2 hits from the Kill Pillars. That's awful. You're doing very, very poorly here. Yeah. We need to jump rope well. And we didn't have it in us that time. Okay. I'm going to jump back to the breach because we've got some hegemony credits to spend. We can talk to Freifel and the Grey Mouser about a quest. Powerful relics. They'll part with some things. Yep. Going down. Bullet Man. 200 Bullet Men. So that's 200 of basically the most basic enemy we're going to run into. We didn't deliver the Prime Primer. We still have to keep holding out for that. Our runs are just slightly weaker every time we have to, you know, dump. Anytime we have to dump 110 shells, our runs are going to be a little bit worse. We can see that guns have yellow boxes, passive items have orange boxes. We're going to emphasize those. Heart Purse gives us hearts, and everything else here is about making our bullets better. Can't afford angry bullets right now. I'm going to get the Origami. It's pretty useful. It's got a homing effect. It's very nice. Keep us safe. I think the dog might have been toned down. We only got maybe 1 or 2 items out of the dog last run, but we're going to keep running because darn it, he's cute. Right back in it. There's 1 out of 200. And yeah, we're not going to be keeping count the whole time. Don't worry about that. Just drop that. Taken care of. I think fire took out 1 of the bullets. I heard an extra kind of call out. We've got a drop somewhere in the room that I'm seeing on the map. Ah, there it is. The arm. Very close to having delivered the replacement arm. Whoop. Sure. More ammo. Got the crossbow, we're just taking things out. Red chest gives us the Super Meat Gun. Super Meat Gun is incredible. Just picking it up makes us move faster. So nice little quality of life shift. I'll have to try not to be dazzled by this. Alright. So in this case, the water barrel was only one room away from the fireplace. Much more manageable. We failed to manage this. There are some later gun unlocks, like oh, I didn't mean to be firing those. I want to save them for a rainy day. These slimes really just take a lot of density to fire. It doesn't matter how much damage you hit them with, they're just going to split until they've accomplished their number of splits. So we're not going to use our better guns on them. Come on now. Here. Pair up with it. This is supposed to trigger more automatically than it is. Don't know what's going on with the balloon. Alright, you know, it's not important. We'll just, you know, come at it next run if it's not going to play nice with us. Oh my. Let's just watch this room kind of fall apart. Hearts. Very good. A heart lunchbox. A healthy meal. I'm guessing something went wrong with that because it was paired with a slime. Moving right along. Let's fight the boss. And we're going to take him on with the Super Meat Gun. So, I hope that anybody who's watching has played Super Meat Boy. It's fantastic. It's a ton of fun. The Super Meat Gun is a very clear reference. We fire these bouncing blade shots out of our kind of meat box thing. So for the Trigger Twins, this is a pretty good gun. We just want to line them up and then kind of let loose. Keep our distance, use flanks very actively. I'll summon minions, doesn't matter, we're filling them with blades anyhow. One of them left, and he's down for the count. We only used 100 out of the 300 shots of the gun. It's a very, very effective, very safe weapon. We're looking at a lot of health. Bubble Blaster. He's got the suds. He looks so doofy. He's just kind of squeezing it. He's like a little frog thing. Alright. And he just re-drinks some bubble juice, I guess. Oh, man. You know what, though? Here's a curious thought. Can he... Are bubbles watery? Yep, bubbles can put out a fire. Alright. So, should be like a switch back in here. Yep, alright, we hit the switch. It opens a secret room that turned out to be over here. And we happen to have a pair of keys. So I suppose we get to show off the oubliette. The oubliette has a few more challenging enemies. It's going to give us a chance to possibly stock up on some more stuff. By going here for the first time, we unlock the trash cannon. The trash cannon's actually a pretty decent poison-based, like, room-clearing gun. The enemies in here are certainly a step up. A lot of these room layouts are very advantageous if you have shotguns or high knockback weapons. because that's always worth considering. Let's see. This. Whoops, I did not expect that platform to stop. Oh man, this is a really annoying way to traverse, and we do not have another option. Okay, whoop, whoop, whoop. Made it. Alright. He's just going to step in poison and mostly kill himself. Bird's going to fly over the poison. I think these guys are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lovers. These sewers are oddly full of pizza. Watch out here, these floor panels, I believe, are spikes. Oh. We got some, like, weirdo hunchback guys here. They don't really shoot more, they just have extra health. How do bubbles fare against them? How much damage did bubble do anyway? Maybe a good amount. I can't even tell. Oh, we got 2 blast Gungeon stones. As our little doggo dug up another one. Let's try and hold on to them. Nope. These little mutant guys are immune to poison. And we've got these kind of poo slimes that do this large circling shot attack. Be very troublesome if you don't dispatch them early or give them a really wide berth. Alright, we've got a scope here. Scope is a passive benefit, so we'll just buy it. We've got enough to afford it. So, over here off to the side is an item. This is called the King's Crest. It functions like armor, which means we will lose it if we take damage. For that reason, we're going to come back and pick it up later. If we can get the King's Crest to a special room in the next floor, that will unlock us another secret area. One that's much more challenging and quite rewarding. Somewhat typical fare for roguelike games. You have these kind of extra secrets and challenge areas that you can get to once you kind of know what's going on. Here we have the kind of hazmat shells. They're also immune to poison. They're a bit more active than the usual shell as well. Pick that up. Another glass Gungeon stone. Alright. Screw that up. Yeah, that's the way it's going to turn out. So it's good that we found a lot of hearts, though we are burning through them faster than we should. These poison trails will dispatch a few things for us, but not everything. Let's just shoot bubble gun. Yeah, the bubble gun should be highly effective at anything that's trying to rush us. Those are very, very short range. But it sticks out for a really long time, so it basically allows us to kind of set traps in the room. Alright, out of shots there. Okay, I'd rather not be dipping into our super meat gun if I can avoid it. Another trap ring. Okay, I really need to not be taking so much damage from trapping this all the time. We found a key. We open this up. We have Dharma, Good Fortune, and that is a usable item of some kind. Right, moving along. Roll some poison at you. Spray some bubbles in your face. You can use these bubbles pretty effectively as things are spawning. There we go, an ammo refill. Switch back to the crossbow. Is that it for that room? Alright, that was pretty bare. And we've got the boss through here. Okay. Alright, time to make this trap loop, because I can see plenty of rewarding spots we gotta get to. That's gonna hurt. I don't like the look of this room. Especially since some of those shotguns in the mix, the ones that are shooting with kind of waves, those guys lead their shots. If you are moving when they fire, they will try to head you off. Clever little punks. Let's just have you walk into that. Let's get you cleaned up. Enough keys to get the Mer Shot. The Mer Shotgun. Creating Bubble Trouble. This is a different shot than usual for the Mer Shotgun, firing this big bubble. The Bubble Blaster is not chained. Oh, wait. Oh, the Bubble Blaster will, when reloaded, will kind of shoot the bubbles further away. That is a lot more useful. Okay. I'm going to cruise on up here and buy both of these keys. We're going to use these keys to try and toughen up. Specifically down over here. We've got a key-locked door. It's going to lead us to a Shrine of Peace. Hand over my crossbow for a bit more health. Now we'll fight the boss. Boss this floor is the same every time. We'll go ahead and use the super meat gun to fight him. Now, I'm not sure what the Dharma does. I need to take a moment, take a look at that. Blobulord is always the same boss in the oubliette. Okay, what's our hint on this? Good for it's an active, only usable for a brief period of time after successfully dodging a bullet. Used to counter with a blank. Okay, so that's very interesting. It's kind of a high-skilled cap weapon. The super meat gun shoots faster if we click every time instead of holding down the button. This is kind of Blobulord's signature move. He's just going to kind of disperse and reform. It's not all that dangerous. Okay, that was the Dharma's retaliation, and it recharges very quickly. He uses very actively. It kind of gives us like a loose just dodge mechanic. Focus on using this to make things safer. Whew, that was close. Almost took a hit. And you're almost done. Got it. Against an enemy that large, these bouncing shots, incredibly valuable. And we've unlocked the Super Space Turtle, one of several kind of pet items. And we've got the Trash Cannon, as was kind of mentioned before. It's not bad. It gives us this big poison glob. Alright. We've got a couple things to clean up. We're going to come back over here, and open this. And now we've unlocked the Gungeon King, so to speak. And his servant, Manservantes. These guys, when you run into them, will allow you to bet shells on a challenge in the next room. And we've got the Old Crest. As mentioned before, the Old Crest just counts as armor. We're going to pop out our most powerful weapon in terms of just raw damage, so we can try and get this through this next area. This fellow, I believe, unlocks for us the elevators. This fellow allows us to start later in the Gungeon if we want to. I never like doing that. Just don't take a hit, no matter what we do. This actually has a pretty fast refire rate. Use that center area very carefully. This does not have a lot of knockback for being a shotgun. It's a bit of a bummer, but it is landing us like good focused shots. I think that's an effect of the synergy. I remember this gun having a spread but less power. Yeah. 2 shots across the room to take out an enemy, that's pretty capable. Clear. That guy's just a space denier in general. We're going to use this to refill the super meat gun. Hopefully we'll find more ammo soon. We'll see. The shop here. Possibility of a prime primer, though we've spent some money. The Chloranthy ring, which you may be aware of if you've played Dark Souls, augments dodging. It's a quite useful passive item. Alright, through here we deliver the King's Crest. Or the Old Crest. We don't need to head down here immediately. We can actually go through the rest of this floor, and that'll unlock well, it's unlocked. It's a secret area. So we're gonna try all that stuff today. And I remember that area also being kind of blisteringly tough. But, you know, we'll work at it. Now, that particular enemy type is susceptible to water. We have a water-themed gun, so we blew him up pretty immediately. Alright, as long as we know that it's just 2 shots to take out most things with this, it's very nice. Ah, yes, the M1, the M1911. This is just a solid gun. It's just got baseline, more strength and more speed than any of the default pistols. If I was hurting for something effective, be a good solid choice. And it's not going to be a bad weapon for us to fall back on. Okay, it was 4 shots to get rid of him. So now we know that, at least relative to this gun. Whoop. That's a spicy meatball. Guessing 3 shots for a ghost. Nope, just 2 shots for a ghost. That's good. If we could combine the Daruma with any amulet that will give us an effect every time we pop a blank, that could be hugely powerful. So we're going to keep an eye out for that old geezer bullet. Beautiful. Super effective. Pokemon Sword, Shield, and Gun. Oh man. Just getting a wealth of chests. What is this? Remote bullets. I have no idea what these are. All projectiles can be guided after they're fired. Alright. Weird and crazy. Oh yeah, that's Yup, if we change our cursor's position, it will greatly affect the trajectory of our shots. That's very weird and very interesting. And with bouncing shots might be really hilarious. We're facing the Gorgon. I think we've got, I think we're over-equipped for this, honestly. Let's just not do something stupid, and this should work out. Oh yeah, these are carrying through and then retargeting. Focus a little bit on avoidance. Gonna burn the Daruma, ate her entire next pattern. And we'll have the Daruma back soon enough. We looked away for a moment. That'll cost us the Master Shell, but... That's a shame. We could have gotten through that cleanly, but we didn't. We got a Thompson submachine gun, and we're going to reload the Siren. And then, proceeding on to our alternate second floor, with the Prime Primer in tow. We want it all. We could have bought full hearts. We're not doing that. We're just going to the 9s. We're heading on down, deeper into the Gungeon. This is another bonus floor. It's kind of floor 2.5. We are now in the Abbey of the True Gun. I don't remember exactly what those priest guns do, but if I can avoid finding out, that'd be real cool. These guys kind of explode into a bunch of shots. Alright, remote bullets means our aim doesn't have to be exactly on target. We pretty much swing around. Alright, didn't set ourselves on fire. That's good. Now, the caveat on these remote control bullets is that sometimes we will fire a shot and they'll stop short to arc back around. So it assumes we're retargeting it. Out. Oh man. No wasted shots. Uh-oh. There's a very, very mild kind of stunning effect on burning a blank. It lasts for a little while. We've got more than enough chests. Ammo synthesizer, ammo chance on kills. More than enough keys, sorry. Never have any chests. Usually I wouldn't open a brown chest at all, but we've got keys to spare. Alright, got a jammed enemy, double health, double damage. But it was just a normal bullet, so he's gone. In the Chamber of the True Gun, you always have a chance to find jammed enemies. Alright, got here a ruby bracelet. Got some half hearts. We might come back here and buy health. Just gonna knock some fire on this guy and have him walk right into that. Save us a bit of ammo. If I shoot him right now with this gun, he'd be put out. So I'm gonna wait till the fire's run its course before we get back to it. Alright. So if we get about 70, a little over 70. Ooh, that is a lot. A lot of stuff at once. This is really the trouble with ghosts. They can ruin our good positioning in the room. Just make us feel like a fool. Yeah, the Daruma charges up quickly enough that we can use it twice in the same room without really any problems. Okay. I'd like to take you out. More keys. 5 keys. Oop, got buffed enemies here. Ah, that's what they do. Their hats shoot. Fire little, like, quad homing shots. Okay, less than half ammo left for this gun. It's been working out very nicely. Come up here, ring around. Like the oubliette, this is one area where the boss is always going to be the same. And I remember him being quite challenging. He's got some jammed attacks, by which I mean the black shells that do extra damage. Alright, take those out. I'm not sure, you know, if they're spelling something, if there's some other coincidence behind the letters that they use. Yeah, those tiles fall away. It's not that they're spikes. False floor. The Origami. Also a homing gun that can do, like, some piercing shots. Very good for clearing, like, a whole lot of space. Less damaging than my current offering, though. Well, less damaging per shot, but you can kind of arc around, keep tickling out. Pick up a half heart. I don't remember the effect of the ruby bracelet at all. I'm, you know, not worried about picking it up and messing with it. Okay, we're going to be using the super meat gun yet again here. Whew. We're up against the Old King. Much more challenging than the Bullet King from the first floor. He's going to fire this kind of slow homing projectile. Clear it out with the Daruma. He's got several other homing projectiles, this kind of spinning arc thing. And as you may have noticed, he has quite a good amount of health compared to what we've been up against. Handy thing about armor, we won't lose 2 armor from taking a hit, just the 1. And the first time he's used this attack pattern without having dark shots out. Failed to use the Daruma properly there, so I hit the wrong button. like the Ganondorf attack. Use a standard blank there. Can't forget that I have normal blanks as well. And we got a decent amount of health back there. We've unlocked the Bloodied Scarf, and for the Daruma to the Smoke Bomb. We used quite a lot of ammo there, but that's fine. Alright, and I think we're a little short of buying this other... oh, no, we can buy another half heart. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I think that, like, right now, we've got a lot of keys. We've got a handy stash of guns. Hearts are one of the most valuable things we can acquire. I think, as of now, we'll start saving up some cash and see if we can buy something nice for ourselves in that last area. Alright, this is a really obnoxious layout. Yep. We could have gotten on the minecart earlier, and that might have avoided some trouble for us, but we really can't dodge while we're on the minecart. It's just a really stuffy room. I see, since he's a purely buff-oriented enemy, as soon as he's out of putties, he's just going to shoot himself at us. Machine pistol, alright. That's neat, but we don't need it. At least not yet. Of the spores that fly out into the air, glowing ones will chase us down to their own accord. Got just 3 shots of this left. 1, 2, 3, that's it. We go with the trash cannon. Now, the poison that is left on the ground by the trash cannon does not know friend from foe. So, our filling the room with poison is not the best thing in the world for us. And the remote control shots is definitely making this awkward. Alright, this is no good against a flying opponent. Alright, the Origami is definitely going to be the more reasonable offering for now. We really don't want to deal with giant rooms full of poison. Okay, yeah, this is quite powerful with remote shots. As the shots, stay in the air for a good long time. Alright, we've got the mahogany. We'll keep that in mind. Erratic. He's got the final burst at the end of that totem pole. Deal with that. Alright. We can either get the full ammo on the Siren. No. Super Meat Gun's a higher priority. It is still certainly our boss killer. I'm going to look for this Daruma item in future runs. I'm just getting so much mileage out of, get a blank when you dodge through a bullet. Yeah, that's perfectly fair. There's several times I've actually just used a blank instead of actually using the item. When I think to myself, use a blank, I have not adjusted the button that is responsible for that in my mind. Heart Locket. Alright, we can save up to 91. That'll be a great buy. Okay, we're going to continue on through the east over here. And there's the boss room. Alright. A little bit more exploring to do. We probably won't be able to afford the Heart Locket unless we get quite a lot of cash very soon. Oh. Okay. Ah. Now we've got to reload for the Siren. I do think the Siren's still more powerful than the Origami. And you don't usually see those guys this early on, but I suppose he was the only enemy in the room. New layouts. Chest. Ah, this is a funny little item that we're not going to really be putting to use. The Iron Coin, Valar Morgulis. When used, the Iron Coin will pick out a random room that remains and just eliminate the enemies here. And you've got 3 uses of the coin. So it's just a little assassin collar. But we're just going to burn it, because we can't take it and the Daruma with us, and I would rather hold on to what I've got. And I don't believe it's going to kill the boss room for us. Nope. Alright, here we have the Cannonball Rog. Same as we've been doing. Switch off to this. Oh. Failed to use the Daruma. Took damage. I don't know how that didn't go off. He's really playing nice at this point. Alright. Unfortunate. We got a couple of mistakes. Keeps happening. Why do we keep doing that? We have the Hegemony Rifle. So precise. Actually, that is quite precise. And I'll just reload the Super Meat Gun. We're actually pretty good on ammo for our 4 guns. Alright, it's 66. Shells to spend. I'll buy this full heart. Alright. On to the crypt. Catacombs. The Hollow. That's what it is. Okay. Seems like it's still just 2 shots of this to take out most foes. Less if they are just slimes. I'm just going to bubble these guys out. Didn't react to that fast enough. I was thinking you might not get a shot off. Or 5? Yeah, 5. Missed him a couple times. We can have cardinals appear here only because we visited the Abbey of the True Gun. Got a key. Bad. An odd room layout. I don't know why you would ever go in that death trap in the center. I did not see that zombie that was so close to me. I need to focus on these for a moment. Okay. Almost got too preoccupied with the slime. Sticky crossbow. That one's fun. So it's not a reload every single shot type of thing. You fill your enemies up with crossbow bolts, and then they all detonate whenever you reload the gun. So you can try to stick one thing with crossbow bolts and wait until other enemies are near that one. Let's deal with the one that's firing projectiles. There's a quick demo. Quick shot and reload takes care of the bunch. Loot bag. That's still one that's ridiculous. One of those steal-only items, I suppose. And easy reload bullets, which is reload on dodge roll. A very mediocre benefit that's not going to be worth the shells. So we've got access to armor there. We should probably hold out for a later floor in terms of any expenditures. We are getting, we must be getting pretty good mileage out of that ammo matrix. I came into that room and noticed, oh, I'm only down 6 shots? I've fired more than that. Yeah, stuff on top of tables can block your shots. Even if it's just the odd skull or ribcage. Whoop. Okay, over on the far end there is the planar lead. You do not have a tool to acquire it. Actually, hold on. Okay, I don't have any way to finish that shot off. I still think there's probably an invisible floor going on here, but I have no idea how to check on it. We'll figure that out. Well, can't douse that light on over there, on the wall. I don't really think that's a factor. This guy to the center of the room until we have the time to take him out. Come down and do it. Oh. Thanks, doggo. He's had quite the propensity for glass Gungeon stones. which are not unhelpful. They do block like a certain number of shots that are, you know, in our general vicinity. Dodged too early there. Eye Bomb Companion app. I'm assuming that blows up all detonatables within the room, which is kind of a rare benefit. Actually, using a trash can on this guy. Poison, very effective. You can kind of watch him get melted. Save myself the trouble. One of the most notable things about the junk cannon, the trash cannon, and I don't think I'm taking advantage of it right now, it has a synergy with junk that causes it to do more damage. So if you ever fail to open a chest, or rather, you know, there's a chest there and you run out of keys, you can just destroy that chest, get junk, and power up your gun. That's taken care of. Well, we dealt with most of the floor. Got a decent amount of shells to spend when we want to. And we've got a gun muncher here who could combine some of our guns. We've got a lot of guns. Several of which I don't know if I'll be, you know, trying to fire at all. Hegemony rifle's boring. You know, eat it. And we'll give him also the machine pistol. You feed the gun muncher a pair of guns, and he's going to spit out another random gun. Ah, hammer. I like the hammer. Does good damage. I'm going to move on to fight the boss. Ah. He's just a guy. You know, the High Priest. High Priest has a lot of patterns that are often like a little hard to see. Yeah, I didn't see what hit me there. He has this very fast homing shot. And he also has a phase like this, where he's just going to spawn shots from around the room. You want to stand close to a wall to minimize the number of things you have to deal with coming at you from different directions. Blank that. Okay. Lots of keys. Heart purse. Come over here. And we're gonna drop some fat stacks. So our goal is just stay healthy and survive. At the very least, we really want to get the Prime Primer delivered. So then we'll never have to buy the Prime Primer in a subsequent run, and that's going to feel much better than what we're putting up with right now. think those particular slimes may also be water susceptible. So I was a bit surprised by how quickly it went down. Here. Close. Here it goes. It's funny, since he's floating, he's not put out by the water at his feet. Cool. Alright. Cool. Stepped on a bit of magma. Let's take that out. Easily fill up this room with nonsense. Alright, we're gonna refill the super meat gun. Got something on the far end here. These kind of salamander guys. Let's see if we can get them with iron. Oh yeah. This is actually really potent remote control shots. It's almost just like a charge-up gun. Yeah, range is the only problem on this gun, and that seems pretty solved. So, I'm digging it. We have the Pox Cannon, which fires poison t-shirts. I didn't make these. I don't know who does these. So, over here we can see a boss room, but that's not the usual pattern for the High Dragon. You always move up to face the High Dragon. So we know that's a sub-boss. We took him out with just 2 bursts. That's pretty good. This is actually a very highly damaging setup. It is a little slow. It's, oh, whoops. The Full Metal Jacket. Got a full heart available. Just a little bit more armor. I believe the Full Metal Jacket gives us just 1 armor per floor, which is not super useful, considering how far we are. I'll buy some armor. Seems like I do have to fight whatever this is. It's this guy. I do not like this guy. Here's our armor. think I can get more effective damage on with this. That wasn't too bad. We got a map. Wait. Parchmental. Huh. Okay. So, we've got a synergy between the map and the origami. Let's play with this a while. That's doing a lot of damage. Seems like it's kind of exploding the little maps. Alright, that's good. We're going to save that combo for the dragon. Dodged early. That's really good. With the map, we can see where the dragon is, so we're going to head straight over there. There's not much else that could be in the other rooms that would make us any stronger, so we're just going to try and deal with the dragon with the amount of health that we have. Our first gun against him will be the origami with this synergy. Alright, here we go. We've got 2 blanks, and this extra odd blank effect. I'm really wondering what that's going to do for us in the last phase. Could be interesting. With our set of stuff, we have the ability to kind of fire wherever, and then just, you know that it's going to do us right. The damage we're getting from this is not super high, though. Okay, we do not have the origami recharged yet. So we're taking some bad hits. That was not hitting me. I suppose the game begs to differ and the game's the authority. Just gonna blank that. We got one more blank. Okay, both the guns on the far side of the room dealt with. Blank on that pattern. Wish I had it for this pattern instead. Use a Daruma on that. Okay. I think our most damaging attack per time is the weird-ass Bubble Blaster. We can funnel this directly into him, no need to reload. That's actually really effective. Okay, so we get rid of some of the shots by using that. Good to not depend on it. You can't blank this entire pattern. It just doesn't work. It doesn't seem that the Daruma's recharging either. It recharges when we're firing. Alright, well, we got it. Made our way through the dragon. We had an arsenal of tools, really, and that does a lot. Those extra secret areas, running on through them, they make you extra prepared. We had a big honkin' health bar, which was good, because we made a lot of mistakes. Took a lot of damage that we should not be taking. And if we had unlocked the final zone, we would not be able to complete it with our health in this state. But we're not at that point yet, and when we get there, we're going to have some more unlocked items through our friends back at the breach. So for now, I'm just going to take hold of the gun that kills the past, and just kind of shoot ourselves on back to the start of the dungeon. The Gungeon. Sorry. Alright. Let's zoom on past that. Great. Alright. Unlocked a number of things because we went to a number of new areas. We unlocked the Blood Brooch, which I believe can give you a vampirism effect. The Bloodied Scarf, which modifies the way your dodge works. I think it makes your dodge into a teleport, which is not invulnerable. Which is invulnerable during the teleport. I don't quite recall. It looks real fancy though. Back to the breach. We're just going to spend a moment on shopping. We've got 27 hegemony credits. It's pretty good. We can check on the status of our quest. These fellas over here. Only 73 more bulletkin. One more run will do it. And the prime primer is now sitting over here. All we need is the planar lead, which is easiest to acquire if we're doing like a It's easiest to acquire planar lead if we happen to get a flight item, which is tricky. Some of the elevators connect to this room. I'll set them up here. Go down to each floor. Elevator shaft in chamber 2. We can work on unlocking his stuff just because, you know, it's worth achievements. It's a way of progressing.